Well, hello, and welcome, of course, to a another edition of Helping Hand. We're glad you're here. I mean, we always are, but we're glad you're here. This episode is called Broken Cookies. One of the best summer jobs I ever had was working over at the town pool. I was a lifeguard, but this is a story about a summer job with a guy named Andrew. He worked at Josephine's Bakery, the most popular bakery around, certainly in our town. They baked everything. They did it all. If you needed something from a bakery, Josephine's was the place. Cakes, pastries, pies, a bunch more. But the thing that they were best known for was their cookies. And they didn't make just one kind of cookie, but every kind, it seemed. There's kinds and kinds and kinds. I'd be here all night telling you all the brands, all the flavors, I should say. So the smell of these baking cookies, the aroma, it filled the neighborhood nearby. So when Andrew was hired by Josephine, he knew that working there was going to be something special, very unique. And the summer days, they were good. They flew by. And as Andrew worked there, he was always noticing something that was a little weird. There was a box up on top of the baking table that always, by the end of the day, got filled with broken cookies. Funny thing is, he never actually saw an actual broken cookie around the shop. So one day, just before leaving, for the night, he asked Josephine about the box. That's when life happened. She told him the box was the bakery. And if there ever came a day where she couldn't fill the box with broken cookies, that would be the last day, her last day baking, and the end of the bakery. Whoa. So I got to think that Andrew, he really didn't quite understand what she was telling him. He thought about it all the time, pretty much every day as he saw the box always filled with broken cookies. But Andrew just couldn't figure out what she was driving at, what she meant. Couldn't. And this was just his summer job. And he was happy with it. And to make his life even better, a nice girl named Lisa worked as a cashier, and another neighborhood guy named Juan, he worked with them as well. They all became best good friends and they'd walk home together and all that kind of thing. Then one day, Lisa asked if they could walk through the park on the way home.
Hey guys, let's walk through the park. I know it's a long way home, but it's such a beautiful summer day. And I saved part of my lunch sandwich to feed the ducks. It'll be fun, right, Andrew?
It sounds like a good idea, Lisa. Anyway, we all those with all those big goods Josephine lets us eat. I need a long walk. I'm starting to look like a chicken nugget, right, Juan?
Andrew, you are a chicken nugget, man. You eat so many cookies and cupcakes that Josephine ain't gonna make any money this summer.
Juan, what's the story with the box that is always being filled with broken cookies? Do you know anything about it? Josephine told me this crazy thing. If the box wasn't filled with broken cookies, the bakery would close. Did she tell you the same thing?
Yeah, she did. I mean, isn't that crazy? I just listened to her and smiled, but when I see that box, it kind of freaks me out. And at the end of the day, it's always full. Lisa, you know anything about that box?
I know, it's strange, isn't it? I was going to take some of those cookies to feed the ducks today, but she told me no one is allowed to take any of those cookies. She told me that with a big smile on her face because she is the sweetest lady I ever met and the best baker for sure. Everyone loves her bakery, and that's why she's so successful as a business owner. She is a role model for all of us. So, Mr. Chicken Nugget, maybe you should forget about that box and maybe stop eating all her baked goods.
No way. That's why I took this summer job. I could have worked in the park picking up trash or washed cars at the car wash, but none of those jobs came with cupcakes and pies. You know, money isn't everything.
Well, that is pretty much true. Money isn't always everything. Lots and lots of people are just not happy with their work. They're dissatisfied with their jobs. The saying, just working for a paycheck, can be really, really true. One major cause of jobs dissatisfaction is lack of growth potential. If workers or employees or associates, whatever you call folks who work, if they feel that they're not learning anything or being challenged, gaining new skills or being correctly used, they kind of can begin to feel discouraged. Been there, done that. Maybe it's a long time since they've received a promotion or even a well deserved raise. Just thinking here, here's what you might be able to do to bring some happiness to your job if you need to. Have an honest discussion, nice, good conversation with your supervisor, your manager about, about your job, about your workload. Let them know if it's appropriate. Let them know you might need some extra time on some projects. If your work environment is a little stressful for some reason, maybe talk to the HR person, human resources. They just might be able to make some appropriate changes. Making these attempts may make your job a little better, a little bit more fulfilling, enjoyable even. Listen, life can oftentimes be about surviving. You know, Working is a big part of life, and you don't just want to survive. If you can, you want to thrive. It's true. So anyway, Andrew would rather eat free cookies and cupcakes and stuff from the bakery than to get all wet washing car or washing cars, plural, of course. I guess a lot of people don't dig getting wet like that. I don't know. I can't speak for you, but it maybe wouldn't be my thing. Anyway, this box of broken cookies was this big giant mystery to Andrew. So he asked Josephine about it.
Josephine, can I ask you a question? First, thank you for this great job and all the free bakery goods you let us eat. But what's the deal with the box of broken cookies? This box has become the biggest mystery to all of us. I just need to ask you about it.
Andrew, you are not the first and you won't be the last employee to ask me about the box of broken cookies. So let me just tell you a small story so you can know how important this box is to me. When you walk through the park, you see a bench next to the water fountain. Well, late at night, many homeless people drink from that water fountain. They fill it up with containers to drink and then also to wash up. That water fountain is the heart of the park. The water is refreshing and it's also free. Many of these people have pride. They're just trying to survive in a harsh world. Some may be homeless for many reasons. It's not like they just woke up one day and said, "Hey, I want to live out on the streets and be homeless." Each one of them has a story and it's something that caused them to be homeless. Do you understand what I'm saying, Andrew?
I do understand. We learned about homeless people in school, and my parents always told me to leave them alone and to respect them. But what do they have to do with your box of broken cookies?
Well, Andrew, that's the big word that you just said. Respect is valuing someone's feelings and views, even if you don't necessarily agree with them. It means accepting them equally and giving them the same consideration that you would expect for yourself. As a successful business owner and bakery owner, I didn't understand that word respect and just wanted to just help them out. So I would fill the box with freshly baked cookies and then just leave those cookies on the park bench next to the water fountain. But no one ever really took those cookies. The box was always filled, and I couldn't understand what was happening. And then I realized that they saw those perfect cookies as a handout. Their pride wouldn't let them take some of those cookies. So, you see, no one truly wants a handout. No one wants someone to feel pity or sorrow for them.
So, what did you do? I see the box is empty every morning.
Well, one day when I was carrying the box of cookies there, it just fell out of my hands. When I opened the box, I saw that all of the cookies were damaged. The fall broke all of the cookies into pieces. I felt sad, but I left the box on the park bench anyways. And then the next morning, when I got to get the box, I saw all of the cookies were gone.
They were all gone? The people took the cookies? But why this time?
Well, it's because this time they didn't see the cookie as a handout, but as broken cookies. That was just damaged going through, that was just damaged and going to be thrown out. Because who wants to buy broken cookies, anyways? And they took them and ate them because it would be wrong to waste good food. They didn't feel that I was being sorrowful or pitied them. They felt happy to get the cookies. So from that day on forward, I broke all of the cookies and put them in the box. And every night on my way home, I put that box on the bench right next to the park's water fountain. It's just my way of showing my love.
Wow, that Josephine is some kind of lady. A good heart can heal many broken hearts, don't you know? This is why our world can really be so special. There are people who truly do care for others. It's true. Could you imagine if we all loved and cared even a little bit more? Oh, there just might be a little peace in the world if you know what I mean. Listen, I'm living proof. I think we all know it's very easy to get angry at other folks. Okay, not proud of this, but it is what it is. Just this morning, this crazy guy cut me off in traffic, and I gave him the the two middle finger salute, two barrels. Okay, then I sped up, caught up to him, and I did a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar skyhook with my coffee right over at his car. Hit his car, and the coffee went all over. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but not really. It made me feel good for a moment, seeing that coffee go all over his vehicle. And I really didn't feel too badly there. I didn't because I was in the moment and I was angry. But as the day went on, I got thinking about what I did, and you know what, I really could have handled it better. Yes, I had some road rage, and that's really not a good way to be. I could have caused an accident. I could have maybe hurt somebody else, an innocent, third party, by total accident. Stuff like road rage, it's again, people can handle it better. It's just aggressive driving, doing things like tailgating, brake checking somebody behind you, cutting off another car, yelling, honking. Again, the two middle finger salute. Even tapping or bumping another vehicle. Oh, look out! Or throwing your coffee on somebody's car. That's not the best. Not the best thing to do. Just saying. Listen, driving is fun. I've driven since I was a teenager. I've gone to driving schools, racing schools, lots of fun. It's challenging too. People make mistakes. They get frustrated, and sometimes they drive a little doozy bots, a little crazy. You know what I mean? Some people should have never gotten a driver's license, and other people, maybe it's time to hand it in, if you know what I mean. But if somebody does something to you on the road while you're driving, just do what you can to keep your cool, relax, and if it's really something horrible, something that's super dangerous, if you can, if you can, jot down their license plate number, maybe contact the authorities. Don't do it while you're driving. Now, remember it and jot it down, pull off. Not only it's about your safety, but it's also about the safety of other innocent people that may be put at risk. Listen, the older I get, I'll be 60 this year. The older I get, I'm figuring out that life is just way too short to give in to somebody else's stupidity or, lack of ability, like bad driving. All right. Enough about that, but you get the idea. Let's get back to the story. Back to Andrew. So, Andrew is telling his co-workers, Juan and Lisa, what he learned about this broken cookie box.
Hi, Juan and Lisa. Listen to this. Josephine told me all about that box every day filled with broken cookies. She is feeding the homeless in the park. Can you believe this wonderful thing our boss is doing? She breaks the cookies so the homeless feel they are damaged and would be thrown in the garbage. That way they don't feel Josephine is pitying them. It's all about respect. Can you believe that, Juan?
I sure can. Yeah, my mother taught me to respect everyone, especially the elderly. We have this old guy living on our block. He's mean to all of us. He yelled at my mom once for parking in front of his house. And he doesn't even drive a car. I mean, what the hell? But instead of arguing with the guy, my mom moved the car to a different parking spot. Lisa, you know this guy, right?
Yeah, I know this old man. He yells at all of us kids in the neighborhood, and no one knows why. So my parents told me to just stay away from him. Some kids yell back. I just walk away to get as far away as possible from him once he starts yelling. Juan, that's the best thing to do.
I completely agree. Once my dad said that the man was a veteran and he served in Vietnam. He even got a Purple Heart. That's the medal they give you when you're wounded or killed in action while in the military. A Purple Heart is an honor for the service person who sacrificed themselves while in the line of duty. Can you believe that, Lisa?
Huh? I didn't know that. Maybe that's why he's always yelling at all of us. He got injured and maybe he's dealing with pain. I know when I don't feel good, I snap at everyone. Just last week, I had a toothache and I yelled at my younger brother and made him cry. So I am happy that I always just walked away and didn't yell back at him. He is a hero, and it's not his fault he got hurt protecting our freedom. I'll tell all my friends to just let him be and stop disrespecting him. Don't worry, I'll get them to walk away like me.
You know, the older population is really growing. In the next, 6 years or so, by 2030, about 1 in 6 people will be 60 or older. The older folks, they're so crucial, though, to our society. From all the knowledge they've gained, all the experiences that they've had through the years, they can look at a situation, evaluate it, and give very valuable and construction advice to younger folks, including, their children and grandchildren. They can play a very, very essential role in solving disputes or figuring out unfigurable issues, so to say, amongst family members or neighbors or friends or coworkers or colleagues. They can play an important role also in the lives of certainly their children, but their grandchildren as well. So when you see an older person, you want to respect them as if they were one of your family members. You know what I mean? Remember, one day, maybe not today, but one day you're going to be an old person as well. Now, okay, let's get back to our story. Summer's winding down. It's coming to an end. And Andrew, Juan, and Lisa's summer job at the bakery is also winding down. So Andrew talks to his coworkers about giving Josephine a thank you gift. Hey, that's nice.
Hey, guys, I thought of the best thank you gift we can give to our boss, Josephine. She gave us this wonderful summer job here at the bakery. I know I gained 10 pounds. So I saw on Amazon a cookie box that was just as big as her cardboard box. It was made out of plastic and it was covered with beautiful, colorful flowers. It's the best, perfect cookie box for the park bench. Lisa, what do you think?
I think it's a great gift. And it's because it's made out of plastic. It won't get damaged when it rains. I know the cookies will be safe inside, even if they're already broken. Right, Juan?
That's funny, Lisa. The cookies will be safe. Well, I'm in. Sounds like the perfect gift to me. I know Josephine will be happy too. Hey, great job, Andy. Only you can find a cookie box made for the park. This was the best summer job I ever had. Hey, look, I even gained 10 pounds too, just like Mr. Chicken Nugget.
Hi, Josephine. Lisa, Juan, and I would like to thank you for giving us this fantastic summer job at your bakery shop. We all have learned many things from working here. It was fun and delicious. We thank you for giving us different responsibilities and trusting us. But most of all, you taught us the true meaning of respect. It's amazing how you feed the homeless with your broken cookies. It's true love. So we are offering you our helping hand. We got you a thank you gift. We're so excited. It's a plastic cookie box that belongs on that park bench right next to that water fountain. It is covered with beautiful, colorful pictures of flowers. To everyone else, it may be just a plastic box, but for us, it represents how we will live our lives respecting the elderly and the less fortunate.
Well, folks, that's our show for today, and we really do hope you've enjoyed it. Helping Hand was conceived and created by Joe Emil, who's also the writer of this episode. Here are the Helping Hand actors and the characters they played here. Joe Emil himself played Andrew. Audrey Larson played the character of Lisa. Karen Fiore was Josephine, and Ryan Evans played the character of Juan. As always, we absolutely want to give a big thank you to Gino DiPiero of HamiltonRadio.net. Gino's our producer and recording engineer. Plus, you can catch the shows on HamiltonRadio.net, I believe Fridays and Sundays in the evening. Me, I'm John Thielon. I'm your host and narrator. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you're here. So thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time on Helping Hand. And as always, keep the faith. Never give up, because your opportunity is closer than you think. So long.